Okay, today we're going to be checking out the UNCC Charlotte shooting. We're going to go through a few videos, break them down, and see what's going on with this so-called event at UNCC. So we're going to start with number one on the list, CBS This Morning.
We're learning now more about the heroic student who gave his life to save others during the deadly shooting at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. Police say 21-year-old Riley Howell fought back when Tristan Terrell opened fire inside a classroom Tuesday.
Always with the white people in these shootings. Always. These mass so-called school shooting events, always with the white people. And I got nothing against white people, really. I love to troll the white people, though. I love to troll the white people.
Officers' time to capture the gunman.
By trolling, I mean, like, I like to comment under the YouTube comments. You know, white people need to go back to Europe, go back to their homeland. Which I really don't care where white people go, but they love to troll blacks. So I love to troll white people. You know, they love to be racist themselves, so I throw the racism back at them with my trolling. But I really don't got nothing against whites, blacks, orange, purple, whatever color you are. But it's fun to troll racists. It really is.
Terrell is charged with killing Howell and another student, Ellis Reed Parker.
Now, Ellis Reed Parker, man, she looked like everybody in those photos. She looked like Tristan. She looked like Riley. More so, her picture don't look too legit. It just doesn't look legit. I mean, what's wrong with that picture? It looks funny.
Chip Reed is at the county courthouse in Charlotte, where Terrell will make his first appearance today. Chip, good morning.
Well, good morning. Investigators say they still don't know the motive behind this deadly classroom rampage, but they say they do know that
His last day of school for UNC Charlotte, he came in there with a gun and started shooting. Is there ever a motive in these events? Like, ever a motive besides mental health? Ain't that much mental health in the world that makes someone want to go shoot up a school.
if it hadn't been for the heroic actions of Riley Howell, it could have been much worse.
He took the fight to the assailant.
Police say Riley Howell attacked the shooter who opened fire in a classroom Tuesday, and that Howell sacrificed his life to save others.
He took the assailant off.
Yeah, he attacked the assailant. Somehow the assailant didn't see him coming, right? And didn't shoot him, right? If somebody with a gun, you run straight at them, they're not going to shoot you, right?
And then the heroes that we have here were able to apprehend him.
Students were in anthropology class when police say Tristan Andrew Terrell burst through the door with a legally purchased pistol and began shooting.
He burst through the door with a legally purchased pistol and began shooting, right?
Howell and Ellis Reed Parlier were killed. 4 others were wounded.
We're going to be committed to a fact-finding mission that takes time. We're going to seek justice.
Fact-finding mission. You supposedly got the guy in custody who did the shooting because he didn't kill himself this time around. So fact-finding, well, you're just going to ask him a couple questions why he did it? That's the only facts you got to find is, what? You want to take guns? Like, what facts are you looking for? He's supposedly alive in jail, making a court appearance today. Like, they already questioned him. That's the fact finding. Just questioning the nigga. They did that yesterday when they arrested him and took him in. They questioned him. So, what fact finding? I don't like that sheriff. You can tell he's a plant or a puppet to me.
School officials say Terrell had withdrawn from classes at UNC Charlotte. Sources tell CBS affiliate WBTV he had gone to a shooting range to practice, was influenced by the Sandy Hook massacre, and...
How do they know all that? He went to a shooting range to practice. They just caught him yesterday. He didn't say all that. He did not say all that. I bet he didn't say all that. Like, I went to a shooting range yesterday to practice, and I was influenced by Sandy Hook. It sounds just like the Soul Piaz case when she said she was influenced by freaking Caliban. And she ended up dead in the woods somewhere, supposedly. So that all that fake stuff.
Was carrying 10 magazines of ammunition.
I'm gonna miss that kid.
Of course, you guys carry 10 magazines because you can only carry 10 bullets in the mag now, right? Am I right?
Kevin Westmoreland is the father of Riley Howell's long-term girlfriend.
It would make complete sense that he would turn and try to stop it from happening. He's the one that runs toward it instead of running away.
This just happened yesterday, and they got an interview with him. Like, where all these interviews come from? All of a sudden, this just happened yesterday. Like, come on, dog. Come on. Anybody interviewing that just happened yesterday? Come on.
The university community is determined to focus on the victims and moving forward. Thousands of students packed into a campus arena for a vigil Wednesday night.
I would tell you, he stood out.
Lieutenant Colonel Shonka Smith.
It happened Wednesday morning, and they was doing a video Wednesday night. Let me see. Yeah, it happened just yesterday. Right.
Runs UNC Charlotte's ROTC program in which Howell participated. He said he's not surprised Howell gave his life for others.
Do you feel a sense of pride in what he did?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. As a soldier, we understand what it means to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Blah, blah, blah.
In a statement, Riley Howell's parents said he radiated love and always will. People who knew the other victim, Ellis Reed,
The mom already gave a statement.
was empathetic and caring. As for the suspect, he's scheduled to make an appearance in court right here later this morning. Nora?
Tough to listen to that story.
It wasn't that tough to listen to. Talking about tough to listen to that story. No, it wasn't that tough to listen to that story.
Hey, bro, let me borrow a little money.
Nope. Seriously, bro, you need to download the Earn It app.
It was an amazing act of bravery.
Next video, Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo.
Before anything else. It's worthy of mention, especially on a day where we saw too many senators and an attorney general doing little more than serving their own selfish interests. It's ironic that an example of how we should aspire to be was largely missed today because many of us were fixated on people falling short in a Senate hearing. There was another deadly school shooting yesterday at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Last day of class, gunman enters a packed class. The kids had nowhere to go.
There was only 30 people reported in the classroom doing a presentation. You want a packed classroom because the classroom holds 100 people. It was only 30. You got exits all over the place that they ran to. It's not one exit. It's a bunch of exits.
That's when a special young man in that class, Riley Howell, just 21, looked like a blonde Tarzan. He saw that gunman, and he decided to run right at him. Knocked him down, led to his capture.
Knocked him down, led to his capture. No. You run right at a gunman, they shooting your ass, and you fall into the ground. Because somehow this boy still got shot, though, in this special event. He still got shot, so I don't believe that for a second.
Police say
So he ran at him, knocked him down. Right. That led to his capture. Right. So what was the shooter going to do after he finished shooting people? He was just going to walk out all willy-nilly and give himself up if he wouldn't have got tackled? Like, what do these fabricated, fictional shooters think they're going to be doing after they shoot up a classroom? Come on, y'all. You're just not going to walk out. Was he going to kill yourself? He would have killed himself if he wanted to. Right? Don't make sense, does it, huh?
saves so many lives. But the move also cost Riley his own.
Either going to run.
There go that chief again.
Or you're going to take the fight to the assailant. Having no place to run and
No, you had a place to run and hide. Because when you look at the layout, you're going to find another exit somewhere in that classroom. You will find another exit in those classrooms at UNC Charlotte. That big-ass school. You will find another exit in that classroom. I don't think it's just one exit. Like, you going to run and, like, come on now. It was 30 people in there. If this really happened, he would have killed all 30 people. If there wasn't no other exits or way out, he would have killed all 30 people. Come on. So the police just happened to show up when this guy gets supposedly tackled by this other guy. They just so happen to show up and burst in the classroom. I don't think so. Police just don't bust in into classrooms, into buildings during shootings. They don't do that. They just don't. And then police in fear of their own life, so they just don't bust in.
But for his work, the assailant may not have been disarmed. Unfortunately, he gave his life in the process.
But for his work, the assailant might not have been disarmed, but he gave his life in the process. Okay, if he was disarmed, how did he lose his life? That means the assailant was shooting at him. There's no way you see somebody, you got a gun, somebody running at you. You're shooting at them, they're falling. They're not going to touch you. Or two, they touch you. However, I don't know how he was able to get a hand on the shooter. This is all made up. Just remember that. How he was able to get a hand on the shooter and knock the shooter down. Then the shooter got up and shot him? If you're running towards the shooter and he's shooting at you, you're not making it, touching that shooter at all. If somehow by miracle you were able to tackle the shooter and he gets up and he shoots you, I'm pretty sure that he wasn't no Superman. Like them shots was coming at him. He wasn't able to tackle nobody. Can't tackle nobody. It's just shooting point blank at you, 3 or 4 rounds, nigga. You ain't gonna make it to him. Especially that skinny ass white boy. You're not making it to him with 3, 4 rounds coming at you, hitting you.
But his sacrifice saved lives.
Sacrifice. Literally.
How his sacrifice saved lives? All he did was supposedly knock down the gun assailant. The gun assailant could have got up and started shooting again because they said he had 10 mags. So he could have got up again, started shooting, and finished off everybody else. This is bullshit. I'm pretty sure they had another exit in that classroom. And that's not even the point. This don't make sense, does it? It don't make sense. How you knock him down and he's still able to... Come on now. Should nobody be alive in the 10 mags? You got 10 different magazines with 10 plus rounds each. And he knocked him down. Right.
A holy act. And that's what this was. Someone doing something that was bigger than themselves. We all wonder what we would do in a moment like that, and it's hard to imagine, but not for Riley's family. They say this is who he was. A young man who looked out for his young siblings and cousins, who idolized first responders, and was torn between college and volunteering for the military.
He has always wanted to serve. And it was a logical thing for him.
These magical interviews disappear less than a day later.
And that is the hero. And that's the way he would have wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's his aunt on the phone there, her voice steady, calm in the midst of drama.
Whatever.
Just like her nephew, Riley.
Yeah.
He's one of 2 who were taken.
Yeah.
4 others were injured by yet another.
Right. 6 people total shot out of 30.
And access to a weapon. After these shootings, we all wonder how to make them stop. We wonder...
Of course, got access to a weapon. Y'all not taking no weapons to nobody. So, y'all go ahead and try and take everybody's weapons and see what happens. Y'all go ahead and bring in the military and see what happens. It's going to be bloodshed everywhere. Because y'all want to be stupid and take American weapons, right? Because this dude used a handgun. So now you want to get rid of handguns? That's not going to happen. Right. Continue the video.
If we know how, we're stuck in that position on this issue and a number of challenges that surround us.
You're not stuck in that position. Let students have guns in school. Right. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Oh, they're not going to do the simple thing and let people carry guns to protect themselves like they did way back when. Way back when wasn't these many fictional shootings happening. Because everybody was carrying a gun and protected themselves. You think a shooter going to come in school and everybody's packing heat? Right. Right. Continue the video.
Riley should be a reminder of what true resolve looks like. You see a problem, you go right at it. His literal manifestation of what is merely a metaphor for the rest of us is proof that if something means enough to you, you can make it happen. Riley had to know what was likely when he ran at a gunman who could see him coming too. And yet he did it. Whether or not he made a calculation or a spontaneous move, maybe he thought about it at all. He decided to do something in the hope of stopping a problem. I'm not lionizing or exaggerating for effect. I can't think of a situation that would be harder than the one this kid faced. And I don't think I could do what he did. But he did it. And that is affirmation of what is possible for people.
Yeah, you already heard my take on that.
Just takes care of themselves. All these cries.
You ran at a shooter. Somehow you're able to reach the shooter, and he point blank shooting at you. The shooter didn't get disarmed. All you did was knock him down, and somehow the shooter didn't kill everybody else. Right. All he did was knock him down. He didn't put the shooter under arrest or nothing. And what happened? The police came out the blue or something into that building. Like the shooting just started, bang, 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 shooting. Riley runs after him to supposedly the shooter somehow missing him, knocks the shooter down. Shooter gets up, shoots him. Well, he's already shot before he reaches him and knocks the guy down. Shooter gets up. What? The shooter just stopped shooting? What? The shooter just sat down, wait? What? The shooter wasn't hurt. So what? The shooter didn't run, didn't do nothing, didn't off himself. Doesn't make sense, does it? Continue the video.
About our collective decay. Not everyone. Not this kid. So on a day, so many of us are lamenting how pointless our politics seem, all the division, the emphasis on the negative. We see in a crisis that there is still potential for someone to do something that is the highest form of humanity. True sacrifice for others.
The highest form of humanity is what? Don't give the student guns and let them run after the boy with guns and lose their life. That's the highest form. That disarm everybody so the one's arm can come in and shoot you. So you got to run after them with nothing in your hand, no way of defense. So you got to run after them. Right. That's the highest form. You running after them, defenseless, no armor, no nothing. Highest form, right. All right. Like I said, bullshit story. Let's go to the next video. Kumo be bullshitting. They're all bullshit.
The cartel is taking over the city. I have to become El Chicano. I am neither right.
Yeah, that shooting is a fake ass this movie.
El Chicano. He's the Ghetto Grim Reaper. Rated R.
George Lopez. Yo. This is just students talking. Let me see.
We are Niner Nation, and we are Charlotte Strong.
We come together as a community and as a Niner Nation family, staying together with love and support because no one is going through this alone. I would like to say a thank you to the many institutions within the state of North Carolina and
I'm gonna let them talk.
who have reached out to me with their support. As a student here at UNCC Charlotte, it is hard for me to stand before you. This incident occurred here on our campus. Yesterday's tragedy was a complete shock and the saddest day in the UNCC Charlotte.
Okay, it happened Tuesday, okay.
University and the city of Charlotte responded as soon as
I'm reading the article. It said it happened Tuesday at the University of Charlotte campus. What's today, Thursday? They did interviews Wednesday. Go figure. It said, how did exactly what he was trained to... We'll go look at it later. This is a retarded article. That's just them talking. Let's find another video.
We are learning new details tonight on the shooting at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, yesterday. A gunman killed 2 students. On the last day of classes, 21-year-old Riley Howell and 19-year-old Ellis Parlier. 4 others were hurt. Chip Reed reports one of the victims died a hero.
Absolutely. Mr. Howell saved lives.
Same thing.
One-year-old shooting officer in and subduing the gunman.
I've been preparing for this for over 20 years.
Police say the shooter was 22-year-old Tristan Terrell, who burst into a classroom, randomly shooting people with a handgun, sending 50 students fleeing in panic through 2 crowded doors. Terrell has been charged with murder in the deaths of Howe and 19-year-old student Ellis Reed.
That picture don't look real, dog.
Attempted murder in the wounding of 4 other students who are expected to recover. Sources tell CBS affiliate WBTV that Terrell made a full confession to
Welcome their crisis actor into the building.
Shooting for months. They also say he extensively researched the massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary School and was carrying 10 magazines.
Right, whatever.
Terrell bought the handgun legally, but the motive is is still a mystery.
We can't really discern the why just yet. It really appears that there was no specific person, but
let's go read the articles. What that? Let's go read these articles. My fucking Samsung internet. Check out 153news.net. Okay. Let's see. UNC Charlotte shooting. Let's see. UNC Charlotte shooting. Which one was I looking at? This was by NPR. There we go. And I can't believe people read NPR. I can't believe NPR says racist as hell. UNC Charlotte victim honored as hero for tackling shooter. There you go. Like I said, it happened Tuesday. Some of these interviews was done yesterday, 13 hours ago. They were done yesterday because 13 hours ago was nighttime. They were done yesterday. They were done a day after. The morning after Wednesday morning, they magically had cameras at people's houses doing interviews. Right. Let's read. One of the victims in the mass shooting on Tuesday at the University of North Carolina Charlotte campus is being praised as a so-called hero who saved lives by charging and tackling the shooting, according to local police. Riley Howard, who was killed in the shooting, took the suspect off his feet, said Charlotte Police Chief Curry Putney in a news conference. Absolutely, Mr. Howard saved lives. Howard did exactly what we train people to do. You're either going to run, you're either going to hide and shield, or you're going to take the fight to the assailant. What's wrong with that? You run because you don't have the weapons to fight somebody with a gun. You don't. What you going to do? You going to spit on him? What you going to do? You can't run at a shooter. He's shooting right at you. You're not going to make it to him. He's shooting at you. You're not going to make it to tackle him. You're not. I don't care how your adrenaline is. The motherfucker shooting. Good luck. He shooting. Good luck. Howard did exactly what he was trained people to do. So what? People ran straight towards the shooter when he started shooting. Like, you can't shoot everybody, motherfucker. Let's hit the edges. Right. You're either gonna run, you're gonna hide and shield, you're gonna take that fight. I'm gonna run, hide, and shield. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find another exit and get my ass up out of there. What I'm gonna do? I'll wait till he run out of bullets while I'm hiding, then I'll run. Fuck that. But it doesn't happen. But for his work, the assailant may not have been disarmed. Unfortunately, he gave his life in the process, but sacrificed 80 lives. Kevin Westmore, the father of Hal's longtime girlfriend, described him as someone who would step in. We saw that. Let me read. That's telling the people that was injured. That's a picture of UNC Charlotte. They're telling you who the shooter is, 22. Not somebody on a radar. Charged with 2 counts of murder, 4 counts of attempted murder. They're charging them blah, blah, blah. They need to put firearms in student hands. They really do. Police had a handgun to use and attack was legally purchased. He had a lot of ammo, blah, blah, blah. That's about the end of it, right? And that's the end of it. Let's go to another one. You get the point. Like, you don't run at somebody who's shooting at you and you're able to reach them and tackle them. That doesn't happen. Then they don't say what happened after he got tackled. Did the police just magically bust in after he got tackled? Okay. No, it doesn't make sense. We're going to do one more. I'm going to end this. Sacrifice by confronting the government who opened fire in classroom. Okay. An alert that flashed across computers and phone screens all over campus. The instructions were spare but urgent. Run, hide, fight that bullshit. Run, hide, fight. Yeah, you don't nobody own a gun, so I mean they couldn't shoot. They couldn't fight. That's why they had to run or hide, because you can't fight. Like, you ain't got no guns. But Riley Howard couldn't neither run nor hide. Yeah, of course he couldn't run nor hide. What you want me to say? He couldn't run nor hide. The government was in his classroom with 30 or so other people in the classroom. So authorities said he charged at the gunman. I'm charging the gunman. We're charging the gunman. I'm charging the gunman. Where fired several rounds and pinned him down to the ground until police. Right. Right. That right there tells it all. You see what that say? Who had already fired several rounds and pinned him down until police arrived. Guess who pinned him down until police arrived? The kid who's dead. How did that kid die? From gunshots. Now, how did he have enough strength to pin somebody down, then die? No, you don't. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't get shot how many other times he got shot. Able to have the strength to pin somebody down for however 10, 15, 20 minutes. I know it took a while for police to get there. Then it takes even longer for them to secure the perimeter. Then they got to figure out how they going to go in and do this. Like, they just don't bust in there. Police just don't bust in there. I'm telling you, it's 20, 30 minutes after the shooting that police come in. Like, come on. If it's a hostage situation, all that. They just don't bust in there. So that don't make sense. If you know procedure, that procedure don't make sense. You didn't pin nobody down and then die later. You would have died trying to pin him down. Your skinny ass. I'm doubtful he pinned him down, shot like that. But for his work, the celibate might not have been disarmed. Chief Kirk Pertney, Department of blah, 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 was shot in the process among 6 visitors of Nashville and to the front he gave his life. By saying how on Wednesday, students and teachers were still running from attack that left 2 students dead and 4 others injured. So out of 30 students in the classroom that was reported, he shot 6. And somehow this boy was shot to death, but was able to pin him down, right? He is my hero. The police identified. Say he'd been charged. But not say whether students in the crowd had been charged. Students said Mr. Tao attended, but he appeared to have disappeared from classes in recent months. Don't know why he disappeared from class. This is bullshit. I'm still reading it. Was the latest extreme match was educated across the country. 2020 Columbine 10 plus. Yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, y'all can read it yourself. I'm done reading this. Yeah, well, there goes your next psyop. Yeah, there we go. Just read it all you want. Thank you for tuning in.